Hi, Andrew here, and I'm going to talk about Blade, the trilogy, a qualogy, so it was the trilogy, Blade trilogy, and there's Blade, Wesley Snipes on the front of the case, on the front of the box set of the trilogy. Yes, it's a box set. I'm glad to call this a box set though, because it contains strong violence. Well, of course it's 18. Contains Blade, Blade 2, and Blade Trinity. Is it the... don't know if you can make that out. But here we go. First we have the first movie. If I put the two here. First we have the first movie. It's got Stephen Dorff and Wesley Snipes. Blade. And on there it says, the power of an immortal, the soul of a human, the heart of a hero. Might want to pause this because I do have shakes, so you might have to pause it slightly. And as you can see, it actually has a good review because it says easy, funky, fun, fantastic, and stuff. So yeah, this is really a good movie. This is Blade, top notch. It's got all the comments of other people making good things about the film. It's actually one of the best films I ever watched though. Give this one a really good rating because this is Blade. The case isn't something new, you know, but this is Blade. This is the I think if I grab it, it actually comes out like the actual advert thing. It's like a sort of information scene selection thing. You can go to scene selections on it. Another one, Blade 2. This is the one where people actually loved it. I wasn't really keen on this. This was overrated in my opinion compared to the first one. The first one was a lot better. Well, some people may have overrated it, but I actually didn't. It was an okay film. I wouldn't say it was the best one of them, but my brother says it was really good compared to the thing. Some people say they're not a fan of Wesley Snipes being Blade. Well, I actually think he's the real character to this film. You might want to pause that. It says last time he fought against his sworn enemies. This time he'll fight with them. He's fighting way on the side of his enemy. Blade 2. Wesley Snipes. This is when they rescue Whistler or something. Whistler, that's it. And this is kind of like background. It's kind of like Blade. It's kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This kind of took the mick out of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, in my opinion. They stole the idea of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Marvel Comics did. And I think this was done by Marvel Comics. I think Blade is a Marvel Comics company. Even though it doesn't say anything about it being Marvel Comics, which they should get credit for. Unfortunately, it won't say on there. Because and then again, all the information about the film. Oh shit! I didn't realize it was double disc. Yeah, all the information about the film. Double disc, Blade 2. Not really good to look at the case anyway. The thing. So yeah, this is Blade 2. Then I come across Blade Trinity. Now this was a little bit better than the second film, but a little over the top. It was okay, but I think they took the mickey out of Wesley Snipes playing Blade, you know, and this was his last film. And they got rid of most of the characters that were good in it. Blade Trinity. Actually, there is one character I do like in this, and she's a female, and her name is Jessica Alba. She is pretty cool in this one. Yeah, it's pretty. Jessica Bell, sorry. Jessica Bell. I said Jessica Bell, not Jessica Alba, sorry. Getting the name mixed up. I said Jessica Bell. Sorry, Jessica Alba. Where did I get that from? Jessica Bell. Yeah, Bella. Bell. Guess I'm getting the two names mixed up. I'm thinking of something else in it. Oh well, so this is the film. It says action-packed, vampire slaying has never been so cool. Actually, to be honest, they got that idea from Buffy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a lot better than this, though. Because if you look at it, the first one was the best, but on Blade. But the sequels weren't so good to me. I didn't mind this one. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I suppose, if you're a big fan of the show, you know, the movies. I wasn't keen on the series. To me, the series was just a reboot of the movie. The same with Terminator. I wasn't really keen on the series. To me, I think the series takes the mick out of the movies, you know, because they do. Blade, and Blade 2 just came out of the second disc. I don't know why that happens to my DVDs. I just hope that wasn't a feature-length film. God, why is that happening? Anyway, this is Blade, Trinity. There's the instructions that it tells you. Thing. I really give this a 4 out of 5. And I give this one I think I give this one a 5 out of 6. It's not bad, but it could be worse. The one I really like is this one. I give this one a 10. No, I give this a 10. I give this a 15 out of 10 because this is like one of the best films, and it should be overrated because it's that great. You know, it deserves to be an overrated film. You know, so yeah, I give this a 15 out of 10 'cause it's such a perfect film. I loved the first one, but the others just didn't really get in for me. Especially when you got Stephen Dorff as the enemy on there. It's kind of like, well, this is how it should be done. No Buffy the Vampire remix, just Blade. Now, if you're wondering what I mean, I do have another vampire film, Vampire Slayer film. This is more like, he's more of a vampire hunter in my opinion. Then I wouldn't call him a vampire slayer, but more of a vampire hunter. He's like the Van Helsing. He's like the, well, you can say black, I suppose, because it's in America, but if he was in the UK, you would have to call him coloured. But he's the black version of Van Helsing. He's like the coloured dude of Van Helsing. He actually stands for what he is. Well, I would say coloured, but I guess you could call him black. I mean, if you live in America, he's black. But if you live in the UK, you would have to call him coloured. Don't know why that is. Anyway, I really give this film, you know, the collection is good, but I only like the first one. The other two just looks like they ripped Buffy the Vampire Slayer off, you know. So yeah, and what I'm talking about is I do have another vampire slaying show, which I have this series right here. As you know, I did a review on it in the DVD and I said this was a great show, and well, it is. It's got all the DVDs, look. It's got all the extra features. If you turn it that way, it's got even more. So yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is good as well. If you know what I meant when I said it ripped off the idea of Buffy, you get the picture. Of course, I guess Blake did come out well before Buffy, but still, it's kind of cool to see Giles doing all his work, and everyone's like, he's like, books are good for you, but computers aren't good for you, but they can be used in a different intelligence source. But books, you can't smell how fresh they are, and stuff like that. Sorry, bad nose trick there. I wasn't picking my nose, I was sort of got an itch. I should have. You didn't see me pick, okay. Anyway, like I said, basically, the problem is with a lot of people, if you haven't seen the film of Blade, you probably will lose a lot of what went up. Well, that's all I got time for. Oh, and another thing, I'd rather Wesley Snipes as Blade than this new guy who did him in the series. He doesn't look anything like Wesley Snipes Blade, and he doesn't even look anything like Blade. Wesley Snipes is far by the best Blade I've ever seen. Sayonara for now. See you in the next video.